to get your thoughts as well on the initial public feedback to Tennessee Governor Bill Lee's office overwhelmingly supporting new gun laws. How do you feel? I carry. Just so you know. Some people say it's a part of the new American dream is to be able to shoot somebody. I don't want to believe that, do you? No. Now I would enjoy, there are some people that, I don't want to shoot anyone. I would enjoy pistol whipping. I can think of 2, 3, 4, 5. Just in this office. No. It's, I know it all seems glamorous to see. You feel lucky, punk, that sort of thing. But it's, this ain't the movies. And you talk with people, you talk with police officers, with state troopers, with sheriffs, deputy sheriffs. You talk with military men and women that have seen human beings shot. Talk with Chip Holland down at the range, Jackson's only indoor shooting range, where they'll teach you safety with guns. That's the way to do it. Those are great Americans down there. You don't want to get in a gunfight. You just don't. Having guns to protect you at home, yes. It's and I'm not. Hey, look, it's what everybody else wants. I'm not here to rain on your parade. You're my friends and family out there listening, right? I'm not trying to take your guns. I mean, because I don't want you taking mine either. I wouldn't feel safe. I'm not that confident I could pass a mental health test either. You need to think about that, Larry. Because, you know, when I come off my hinges, well, you're the closest to me. So, I'm not threatening you.
Sounds like you are.
Your voice broke up there a little bit. Larry said, and you wonder why I'm not keen to sit here next to you. Don't go half a sissy here. If before you know it, you'll be at a brunch. I tell you. I do wonder about, because if you do travel abroad, you'll notice, first thing you'll notice is people seem to be a lot more relaxed in a lot of European countries and other countries. And seriously, you'd have to get out of here to know. Most Americans never travel outside the county they're born in. Do you know that?
Yes, I know that.
Oh, boy. And Mark Twain said the cure for racism is travel. And that's a deep, deep comment there. There are great people in West Tennessee. Man, I tell you, I love this place. Could live anywhere. Well, not really, but I could live most places. I couldn't live in, like, West Palm Beach, many areas of, Miami on the beach. And, Santa Barbara, couldn't live there. All the best land in America, I couldn't live there. You couldn't either. That's reserved for the wealthiest. They have all they already own all the best land. And, they do this every time they create a financial, what would be the right way to say, disaster. And then they start talking about, you look at, they want us to pay our fair taxes. It's corporations. We're heroic job creators. That's the great transfer of wealth. Actually, that's like a narcissist talking to you. I'm telling you, folks, educate yourself on narcissistic personality disorder. They don't think like you do. They don't think like we do. That's where we make a mistake. I had to learn that. They do not. They don't have empathy either. So you can cry all you want to. They're not giving your toys back to you. And every time they create these financial distress, these disasters, they take more of our money. It is a great transfer of wealth from us to them. And they're saying the entire time, while the middle class is still here, they're saying, it's a great transfer of wealth. The poor people are taken from you middle class people. You see how that works? And what's our response? I mean, how many networks do you own? National networks. Good luck. This is WBFG, Marcus Crossroads, Jackson. My name's Dan Reeves, along with Larry Newman. Hello, Newman.
Hello, Reeves.
Let's get. People have been standing by for. That was. I enjoyed that one, Bud. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you? I
Yeah.
thought he was brilliant.
He always is.
What about you? You think I was? What
You were
I didn't mess it up that bad.
no. You had good comments, good questions.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. You did great.
They give me that 20.
You did just right. I asked you. Whenever we go somewhere or whenever we have an important guest on, right before we do, I kill the mics and say, "Look, shut up, Blake. Let me do the talking." He said, "Okay." No, of course not. You're live with us here on the Dan Reeves Show with Larry Newman. Go.
Right. I have a comment to say. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, the Governor Bill Lee is, I just got the news from you just a few minutes ago that he's supporting some gun legislation. And I have to say, the world peace, man, I have to vote. That's my only vote.
So, for world peace?
Right.
Well, the jury's in on that. That ain't gonna happen.
Or that's when we turn our weaponry to living greed and begin to resource distribution becomes open source. Like 21st century, everything's available like it is in the library, like we get books.
Yeah, Josh, that's
It's the
brilliant.
future, man.
Now, that is brilliant in some other language, I'm sure. But listen, here's the thing, and it's just what I said. You're not a narcissist. It's the people. We've got to embrace this truth that the people in charge of running this country are suffering from narcissistic personality disorder. Nothing else explains it. The lack of empathy. It's me. They don't think like you do.
We can reorganize.
That's not how
because-
narcissistic do it. They'll do the rearranging. Thank you very much, and they don't want your opinion. Is it sounding familiar? Governor Lee just found out when they said it's a non-starter. Lee, good day, and left. He was like, wait a minute, I'm a Republican. They said, get out of here. We're going home. I mean, that's what they did to him. That's what they said to him. It's a non-starter to talk about.
Wow.
Gun legislation that would prevent someone with mental illness from buying a gun legally like the killer did in Nashville. That's all he was talking about. They said it's a non-starter. Now, Governor Lee he's playing hardball. He is playing hardball. Don't you think, Larry?
I do.
I mean, it's balls in your court sort of a thing. So let's see when they serve it back if he's able to knock it back over the nets.
We'll have to do some kind of community level intervention and, some kind of social contract. It'll take a whole new social contract for us to enter that level of development.
If you mean by social contract to take a wrecking ball to the current system, you'd be correct. And again, who knew? You remember when President Trump said, who knew healthcare could be so complicated? It's not. None of this is. That's the trick of it all. You make it sound like it is. Anyone with half a brain, if they get a job, they're going to make, there could be trouble here with this soundboard. And it could be something as simple as one button I could see that's not pushed. Well, I'm going to make myself look big to Larry, I'm going to say, you know what, this is trouble. And I can go through it and make it look like I just rebuilt the entire station when all I did is push a button. That's what they do. All they're doing is they're pushing our buttons, however. It's simple. Who in the world thinks it's a good idea to let some idiot in a suit in Chattanooga in a cathedral make a decision on should I allow this man to receive life-saving health care based off of how much money is that going to cost us? Now, who in the world would think that's a good system? So when Sarah Palin who evidently can't read, was trolling about, oh, the death panels. We do have death panels. When a man makes a decision on your life based off of his bottom line for his company, now that sucks. That's a bad system. That's why the rest of the industrialized world says no to that. No, thank you. They don't want anything to do with it. We're the only ones. The only ones in the industrialized world that don't have some form of single-payer health care. It's crazy what they're doing to us here. I mean, we are caught, I'm telling you, here we go again. It's a trauma bond.
It's a quagmire, Dan, and I just want to jump in and say yesterday we were talking about the secular constitution of the United States. I have this guy over here I'd like to connect to that, and it's what you're saying right now, and it's like, it's beautiful, man.
Well, Josh,
brilliant.
I tell you, you're brilliant too, sir. You are on your way to the Budweiser King of Calls. I think you just staked your claim. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
He agreed with me. Brilliant, sir. Josh, I enjoy you so much. I consider you a friend, sir.
Yes, bud. All right, we'll catch up later.
Okay, I love you. He must not have heard me. It's
He's shocked.
that compo. It's saying it's I'm not inviting you to brunch. I'm just as a friend. Garrigo's Pizza.